in was the first rendition of Can I Box? And what we're showing is we're giving you guys the platform to do whatever it is that you want to do. And at the same time, we're making sure that we do our role and giving you the spotlight, because a lot of you are wanting to box. So what we're going to do is make sure that we keep you front and center and that we keep you in mind. And we just ask that you take the time and follow the process and what we're doing. So what we're to do this now, let me tell you who's qualified to do this. Anybody, anyone can send in video footage. So there'll be a link in the comment box. That's where you drop your comments, you guys. So let's check it out really quick. Hopefully you guys saw some of the things that he could possibly, he looks really sharp. He has great energy. And with that being said, it takes some serious stuff. Let me get a check in before we get going. Best Facebook page. We try to make it the best YouTube too as well. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, there's several videos that you can go down and you can go over there and click it. Master Boxing LLC. We try to do it. We try hard. It takes all of you to help and follow and back and make sure that we are doing the things that you are benefiting from. So let us know things that you need, or some of the tips that's helping you. So all styles of boxing merge into one, Gizzy. That's my answer. That's what we teach. We teach a style, which is the style is how you use all of these different wrinkles and how you learn and stuff. So let's check out this video, and it's going to be cool to watch this in slow motion. So you guys take a second. We're going to watch this in slow motion and make sure to weigh in what you think about this kid's skill. And we'll chop it up in 2 seconds. That right there will give us a talking point. So what I noticed, if anyone else saw any of the things, what I'm going to do is critique what I saw right now. All right, quick question. What do you mean when you say like European style or Mexican style boxing? I hear it a lot, but can never find out a lot of information about it or what they mean. European style boxing is more upright boxing, like the Klitschko's. Klitschko's are from the Ukraine, so their style of boxing is very, very upright. Triple G is also from over the pond, but he uses more of a Mexican style. Canelo doesn't even really use a Mexican style. Chavez, plant your feet. And the Mexican style, they throw stiff, heavy punches, and Mexican style punches are mainly like this. So, and American style, the techniques is different. European style is very upright, jab heavy, right hand, right in your face. They do take more damage typically, but you see a lot of athletes leaning towards more Cuban and American style boxing. And when it comes down to how I've morphed the entire system or all of the styles to make it a system, because there has to be clarity and explanations to what each thing does. So what we call those are wrinkles. that you add to your game so that you won't be caught out there on quiz street because you only use one method of boxing. If you're just a European style boxer, you have a lot of trouble with people who fight off their back feet. And if you are a straight Mexican style fighters, you have trouble with cuties. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard used the cutie style against Roberto Duran. Even though Roberto Duran is Panamanian, he is more of a Mexican style fighter. Plant your feet, throw solid combinations, and usually ending to the body. Mexican style fighting. So I hope that I was able to answer the question so it makes sense for you. And American style boxing, you see guys like Muhammad Ali, Willie Pep. You see a lot of different cutie style, Mayweather, Billy Shell, Peekaboo. All of these styles are morphed out of the USA. And that's kind of why the titles live in the USA. Tyson Fury is a world champion. He doesn't fight in the European style. He fights in an American style of boxing. So he understands because his boxing IQ is high. So to learn these type things, man, if you train, you reach out to a higher source. And that's kind of what you have to do, the school of boxing. So with this, he had 5 holes. Really 6. I didn't put one because I kind of merged it as one. And the thing about it is he poses after he throws his shot. So as you see this kid right here to my opposite side, he's posing. It looks like a shot. So after every shot he threw, that was his significant punch, which is the final punch, he would pose. And when you pose, you leave time for the opposition to counter you. And if you allowed yourself to get countered, that means you can easily go get put to sleep. And we don't want you sleeping on the job. Not in boxing. This is boxing. The next thing that we noticed that he was able to do consistently was when he did dip and throw his hook, it was a shovel hook. A shovel hook is a lengthy hook, arm extended fully, and it's a very slight bend in it, like a boomerang, where it needs to be bent. And boom, if you're going to be in close and your chin is going to be in the air and not off the line, you can't throw shovel hooks. That is an easy short right down the pipe, knock you down, and your lights are out. You don't want that. So you have to practice that muscle memory. You have to get that to a point where when you're throwing it, you know it's wrong and you can correct it instantly. You feel it. If it's not embedded in you, you won't feel it because you don't know. And that's why it's creating an athlete. It's like creating a robot because there's so many things that have to talk. It's just like your computer. If your phone is low on juice, it's going to warn you. If your app's not updated, it won't operate right. Your Facebook, Instagram links, YouTube stuff just starts to go bananas. And that's because things are not synced. Same thing with boxing. Changing position. He was standing consistently in front of the bag, right? So that's one thing you can never do. You can never get used or conditioned to stand in front of the bag without moving. That's boxing 101. You're developing the habits of the reason why is if you start to get in a slugfest like Jamal Charlo of several weeks back, not Jamel, but Jamal Charlo, and you standing there, it's so conditioned in your muscle memory to stand in place and let the guy swing back. And that, my friend, is more European style boxing, more Mexican style boxing. Whereas you seen the guys from the European land, Klitschko even started using it when he fought Anthony Joshua. He started using more herky-jerky, cutie style, American style boxing. And then when you start to see these athletes adopting the styles, what that's telling you is that these are the antidotes for a lot of issues that people are having. So with that, moving in Canelo Alvarez has become affluent American style Mexican fighter. Okay, using American style, cuties, Philly shell, peekaboo stuff, all of these things and little subtleties. Holler at your boy. We about that life. Then never leaning over your front toe. The reason why you don't do this is because whenever you get hit like that, you're totally exposed. It's so easy to be knocked out. And when your lights out, you fall flat on your face. You can just pull that up. Guy gets knocked out. Usually they're leaning forward when that happens. That's why the guy gets knocked unconscious or leaning straight back. One of the two. So that's why you never do that. You never condition yourself to stand there and throw punches at the bag. You always move around circles. That's why in our school we make sure that the first thing they see when they go into that portal is footwork, because you have to understand the footwork. Guys go in the gym, the first thing they do is pick up pads and start doing pads. That's not going to work. I'll need them all on my feed. So make sure you guys all do the thing, man. That's all I got for right now. I want you to tune in next week. Send in your videos. Make sure you check us out. Next week will be Tracy Belter Moments, at Tracy Belter Moments. She's going to be working on body shots. Matter of fact, my friend Jamie, right hooks. So check it out. We're going to see if Tracy, if Tracy can box. See you soon. Be blessed. Remember, check us out online, theschoolofboxing.com. We're trying to make sure we help you understand boxing on an entirely different level. Peace. Till next week.